Indy Jazz Fest is almost here, and that means it's time for another visit from our friend, the King of Jazz of Indianapolis. He probably wouldn't like that title, Rob Dixon. But Rob, it's good to see you again. How are you, my friend?
Thanks, Ray. Thanks for having me on. I'm excited.
I'm surprised there's a hole in your schedule. It looks like every time I turn around, Rob Dixon is playing this place or that place.
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of work, a lot of gigs, so yeah. I can't complain.
No, there's nothing wrong with doing a lot of gigs if you're a musician, especially a jazz musician, because it's funny, we were told that jazz is dying. We've been hearing that for 50, 60 years now. And
I know, not in my world. I must live in a bubble.
Apparently so, because I mean, you've got your trio, you've got a lot of groups that you play with, a lot of musicians that you sit in with. I mean, it's really a thriving scene around here.
It's a thriving scene just in the Midwest in general. You know, Indianapolis and surrounding cities. It just seems like there's a lot of work for musicians, so I stay busy.
And not just you, but a lot of other musicians. We just had Joshua Thompson in, his brother Jared, of course.
Oh, right.
Performed with him at Opera in the Park. And so we got this melding of all different types of music happening all across Indianapolis. And so many gigs, so many festivals that happened over the summer. It's just, it's really been great the last couple of years, coming back from pandemic.
Coming back from the pandemic, it feels like, yeah, I tell people a lot of times that people seem like they're trying to make up from 2020 and 2021 all in 2022. So it seems like 3 years of performances and gigs and shows in 1 year. It feels like that anyway.
So what do we got to look forward to with Jazz Fest this year?
Layla, Donnie Hathaway's daughter.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She has a group and she has a big entourage, so her show will be spectacular. Along with Robert Glasper, Tank and the Bangas, who was here for a while after Katrina. She moved from New Orleans here, but she has a great group. There's a group that I'm heading up called From the 317. We'll be playing on that Saturday, October 1st. We have Norman Brown, who's an amazing guitarist. You know, just so many. Ghost Note, drummer Jonathan Scales and his group of orchestra. Rebirth Brass Band, which is from New Orleans, and it's, if you like second line and New Orleans music, second line music, they're probably one of the top bands. I mean, they're definitely, if you look at Spotify, you'll see that they'll come up on all on the playlist. So just a lot of great groups. We're also featuring an Indiana All-State High School Jazz Band with Derek Gardner, special guest with him. So people will be able to see that on October 2nd, the Sunday. So that's a feature of Jazz Fest every year, isn't it? The high school All-Star Band.
Oh
yeah, the Indiana All-State Band is featured with just a national jazz artist that we have. And in past years, we've done many different people like Randy Brecker from Stephon Harris, and this year's Derek Gardner. So they're excited about it.
Being immersed in the high school music world, as I've been fortunate to be for the last few years, there are so many good jazz bands at high schools across Indiana
right now there just seems like a really great jazz education programs everywhere in high schools. It's really, schools are having like 4, 5, 6, 7 jazz bands and that much interest, so I'm excited about that.
I know. I think Greenfield Central, where our kids go, they got 3 jazz bands, but Noblesville has just an incredible program, and I'm going to forget the director's name. She just won a Grammy too.
Bethany Robinson.
Thank you. Yes. She just won a Grammy. They've got, at least 4 just incredible bands there.
Yeah, they have a lot of great bands in Carmel High School, Fort Wayne Snyder, Bloomington North. It just goes on and on. You know, there's just like so many great jazz programs in the state.
How cool is it to work with, and not just those musicians, but you have certainly gotten the recognition, I think, that you deserve for the work that you put into Jazz Fest. I mean, your face is on mural downtown. I mean, what does that feel like from a musician's perspective to be recognized that way here in your hometown?
Oh, yeah, I feel honored and just kind of humbled that people recognize me as being a leader in the music community, and which also makes me feel have a certain responsibility. Feel like I need to do certain things. You know, like when the pandemic hit, it's like I need to find work for musicians because you know that's where
Right.
So I love it. And I'm glad that musicians. You know, one of the things I think that a musician strives for, and when they get it, everything's set, is to get the respect of their peers. And so when you can have respect of your peers as a musician, everything else kind of takes care of itself.
All right. Rob Dixon, Indy Jazz Fest. We'll have all the info at WRTV.com. We'll talk about the venue right quick. McAllister Amphitheater, Garfield Park. That's gotten a lot of great shows lately. It seems to be a very cool place to see a show these days.
It's an amazing place to see a show, and there are a lot of different festivals and different events that happen there. And it is, right now, it's probably a really good size for us. Because we, you know, range between like 3,000 and 6,000 people, and so on the top end, it's going to be really packed. But it's a good venue. It's located on, you know, kind of a slant, a hill, so you know you can, you know, wherever you are in the park, you can get a pretty good visual of the stage, and we like that. There's some infrastructure already there, and it's just a beautiful setting. So.
All right. Well, so whether you go see Rob or go see somebody else, you'll be immersed in music at Garfield Park October 1st and 2nd this coming weekend. All right, yes, we do have horns here, and I have a horn too.
Yes.
Now, I am a rank amateur, just straight up. Full disclosure, I picked up the horn again probably 3 months ago. So after many, many years off, so my embouchure is not there yet. And that was one question. I'm going to get a free tip here while I can. In building that embouchure, it seems to be going well, except when, now you'll notice I've got the alto, smaller horn, he's got the tenor. But when I hit the low notes have been, I mean, they're there, but I have this kind of splatty intro to them when you hit the note, like, and I don't know if it's my embouchure or what. You hear that little?
Oh, right.
You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, when I hit a, which is a G on an alto, don't have any issues, or hit a middle C, but when I hit that low C, or especially the low B natural,
right?
Yeah, unless I put a lot of power up front, which I don't want to do if I'm worried about dynamics, if I'm trying to play a piano or pianissimo. So is that an embouchure thing that I just have to keep working on?
Maybe a little bit, but that could just be an adjustment on your horn. You know what I mean? A lot of times those low notes tend to leak first on the pad, so if you get it checked out by a repairman, they can check it out and make sure that, you know. Because, the low B flat and the low C, sometimes they're the first to kind of get a little bit off.
I see.
Yeah, so I think you're good.
This was my kid's horn, so yeah, I'll blame her. And Paige's music, I'll be seeing you soon, I guess. Oh, Rob, that's some good stuff. Rob Dixon, Indy Jazz Fest. Go see him. Indy Jazz Fest is October 1st and the 2nd. October 1st and 2nd this coming weekend. And we'll have the info at WRTV.com. Rob, appreciate it, as always.
Good
to see you again.
Good to see you.